McDonald's sells over 75 burgers every second, but where does all that beef actually come from? How do they guarantee safety at that insane scale? And what's hiding inside a burger that costs just €1? Today, we go inside the factories behind the golden arches and reveal the dark truth behind their meat. Welcome to Deep POV. Every time you blink, McDonald's sells another burger. With over 6 million sold every day, its supply chain runs like a military operation. Each patty weighs 45 grams, so daily sales demand 270 metric tons of beef, about 100 elephants in weight. But McDonald's doesn't own farms. Instead, it imposes strict protocols on suppliers, ensuring every Big Mac tastes identical worldwide. Once a cow is slaughtered, only cuts like shoulder and chuck are selected for patties. These are flash ground, mixed and formed with precise fat ratios. To ensure consistency, one patty may include meat from over 100 cows, balancing flavor and moisture. Then patties are blast frozen to lock freshness and shipped across thousands of kilometers. In store, a frozen puck is grilled, assembled, and served, all within 75 seconds. It's fast, efficient, profitable. But behind that convenience lies a machine that requires total control over life, death, and taste. But how does McDonald's make sure the meat never runs out? The answer begins long before the cow is even born. McDonald's doesn't build burgers. They build a system to mass produce them. That system begins with suppliers like OSI Group or Cargill, hyper-automated factories running 24/7, handling thousands of cows per shift. At OSI's plant in Chicago, beef arrives frozen and sealed. Before unloading, it's scanned for E. coli, Salmonella, Listeria. If it fails, it's rejected on the spot. Inside, massive grinders, cameras, and AI systems ensure the beef matches McDonald's formula: 82% lean, 18% fat. Thousands of patties roll out hourly, each identical, same shape, same weight. Some even have grill marks printed on them. Workers barely touch meat. Robots do the lifting. The patties are blast frozen at -40°C, vacuum sealed, stacked, and shipped worldwide. But perfection has cracks. In 2014, leaked footage from Shanghai exposed expired meat, dirty floors, and bare-handed handling.
The US-based food company, the OSI Group, laid off 340 people from its Shanghai plant. This is the same plant that made McDonald's infamous in China for selling expired meat products.
McDonald's cut ties, but oversight at this scale is statistical. One bad patty in a million? That's still thousands a year. And though McDonald's claims 100% beef in some countries, others add fillers or beef flavoring. Every bite is engineered. But what happens before the beef hits these machines? To find the real origin, we go back to the beginning. Before it becomes a patty, it's a life. And that life begins in massive feedlots, open-air pens packed with thousands of cattle, shoulder to shoulder. Most of McDonald's beef comes from industrial farms, built for speed and scale. Calves are born on ranches but quickly transferred to fattening operations where they're fed high-calorie diets. Corn, soy, even leftover baked goods to reach slaughter weight in just 14 months. To prevent disease in crowded pens, they're often given antibiotics preemptively. This practice fuels the rise of superbugs, a growing concern in public health. In some countries, growth hormones are also used, banned in Europe but legal elsewhere. Once the cow hits target weight, it's transported without food or water for hours. That final journey, known as the last mile, is chaotic. Blaring noise, blood-scented air, mechanical chutes. Inside the slaughterhouse, speed matters more than empathy. Workers handle hundreds of animals per shift. Some cows aren't fully stunned before processing, a documented but rare failure. In less than 7 minutes, a life becomes product. And that story, its drugs, its final day, is inside your burger. But what if the patty doesn't just contain meat, but something far more engineered? Walk into any McDonald's from Bangkok to Boston, and the burger tastes the same. That's no accident. It's engineering. Factories blend beef from different cuts, like chuck and brisket, balancing fat and protein to avoid greasy or dry textures. Sometimes, a single batch contains meat from dozens of cows just to get the ratios right. Then come the additives. To keep the beef shelf stable, small amounts of preservatives like citric acid or sodium phosphates are added. Legal even when labels claim 100% beef. Flavor, too, is enhanced. Some markets use natural beef flavor, a proprietary mix that may include hydrolyzed wheat, milk proteins, or even beef extracts. The goal? Recreate the scent of open flame grilling without a flame. Even the color is artificial. Some factories seal patties with carbon monoxide to preserve a pink hue longer, making them appear fresher than they are. After shaping, the patties are flash frozen in cryogenic tunnels, locking in texture and flavor. From there, it's frozen blocks to kitchens worldwide, unwrapped, grilled, and served without ever touching a human hand. All to ensure that every bite tastes familiar. But if consistency is king, what happens to the burgers that don't make the cut? Not every McDonald's patty ends up on your tray. Some vanish long before reaching the grill. If a batch fails due to fat ratio errors, contamination, or temperature issues, it's flagged. Sometimes it's destroyed, other times retested, and occasionally recycled. That means it can be reprocessed, mixed into future batches, or sent to secondary markets. A vague category that includes cafeterias, animal feed, or deep discount buyers. It's legal, regulated, invisible. But in mega factories producing hundreds of thousands of patties per day, even a 1% defect rate creates tons of questionable meat. And that waste carries weight, financially, environmentally, and ethically. Worse yet, mistakes that escape detection trigger something more serious: recalls. In 2008, the USDA recalled 143 million pounds of beef after a supplier was caught processing sick cows, some destined for McDonald's. In 2014, undercover footage in China revealed expired beef being relabeled and reused, sparking national outrage and ending contracts. Other recalls involve E. coli, salmonella, even metal shards. Yes, McDonald's enforces rigorous safety protocols, but when production runs at this scale, errors are a numbers game, and most slip past unnoticed. Then there's time. Frozen patties can be stored for up to 12 months, but as expiration nears, some chains quietly rotate them into use days before they expire. Not illegal, not unethical, just efficient. It's the hidden cost of consistency, a system designed for speed, not transparency. A single McDonald's burger patty can contain meat from over 100 different cows, each one potentially raised in a different country, under different conditions, and processed on a different day. And yet, it all ends up in one bite. It's not just fast food, it's fast sacrifice, designed for speed, scaled for profit, and served in silence. If this opened your eyes, subscribe to Deep POV. Give the video a like and share it with someone who still thinks it's just a burger. Because now, you know what's really inside.